So in this one, the first type of processing of ceramic material or first type of material for which we will be learning the processing is your glass material. Okay. So we should be knowing first what is the processing of glass material, or what process we are following to get a glass material. So how we are getting the glass material? If we think about our school days, in school days we knew that glass materials are like we are making glass materials by heating it, right? So some kind of powder is there, or glass powders are there. We are taking those glass powder into the furnace, we are heating it, and then we are heating that one, and then we are making our glass material out of that one. That is what is the processing of glass we know as a layman. But when it is coming to your a technical process, we should know what is a particularly a glass material, what is the exact process we are following for manufacturing a material. Okay, so as I told you, we are producing the glass material we are producing the glass material at the high temperature or melting process. Okay, so the common type of glass what we are using in our day to day life is your soda lime glass. What? Soda lime glass. Soda lime glass. Okay, this soda lime in for this soda lime glass, what are the raw materials we will be using? Raw material for soda lime glass are nothing but, first will be your silica, or we can say this is your silica, and then second one will be your soda, and the third one will be your lime. That's why it is called as your soda lime. Now what is silica exactly is, here the silica we are using is nothing but your quartz material. As I told you in previous class, what is a silica? Silica is nothing but is the silicon oxide, right? Silicon oxide, and which we are using for making the lab glasswares and thermal insulators, optical fiber. That is what is your silical. So here the silical we are using is your quartz. Okay, similarly, what is a soda? Soda means what we are using here is your, actually our purpose of using is sodium, right? But we cannot directly take sodium, so it is we are taking soda, Na2O. What is this soda? How we are taking this soda? We are taking it as soda ash. Okay, soda ash means what? That after burning we are left over with the powder form, no? That is your ash. So this is your soda ash, which is nothing but your Na2CO3. So what is this one? This is our raw material. For this raw material, what we are using is this one. Okay, so if we need raw material silica, that we will get from quartz. Similarly, if we need raw material soda, then we will get it from the soda ash. Similarly, if we need the lime, lime means it is the calcium oxide. Okay, if we need the lime, for that what we will be using is your limestone. Limestone means what, you understand? In our day to day life, what we are seeing, those some chalk like things are there, no? We are using for making our um, what that doing our rangolis and all. Those are one kind of limestones. Okay, so CaCO3 is the limestone formula. So these are the three raw materials we need, and we are using these three materials to get those three raw material in our making of a glass. Okay, what we will be doing in generally, what we are doing, we are taking these three things which is in a powder form, then we will be melting them in the fire at higher temperature, then we are giving them the shape. Okay, to get those shape, what is required shape are there, or from that higher temperature, how we are getting all these different type of glass things which we are using. For that we are following three procedures. One is your glass pressing. So I am not writing glass pressing, I am writing only pressing. Okay, glass pressing. Second one is your glass blowing, and third one is your drawing. Okay, third one is a drawing. So in pressing, what happened? Pressing means, you understand here, some kind of compressive forces is going to be applied to get the shape of the material. That is what is a pressing. So here what we will be getting? We will be getting here thick glass like structures. Okay, thick glass we will get here. In blowing, what we are doing? Blowing means you are blowing the air. Like we are saying, no, we are blowing the balloon. Means blowing the balloon means you are blowing the air inside the balloon chamber, so that the balloon is going to increase in the size, isn't it? So that is what we are going to do here. We will be blowing the air to the glass material from a longer distance through our mouth, or through any other kind of a system where we can blow the air inside the mm, glass material. Okay, so here what we will be getting? We will be getting like spherical structure glass, the container glass. Okay, the decorative glasses what we are using, those type of things we will be getting over here. So we can say here we will be getting jar, bottle, all these things we will be getting in process of your mm, blowing process. Then comes is your drawing process. Drawing means what? When we are making wire from any kind of metal, no, then we are giving a tensile force to this one, so that it is going to be changing in the its shape from higher diameter to the lower diameter end. Similarly here also we are heating the gold, sorry, we are heating the glass to a higher temperature, then we are putting a tensile force on that one, so that it is getting elongated and elongated and giving us the wire like structure or tube like structure or rod like structure, like that. Okay, so here what we will be getting? Rod, tube, wires, like that. Okay, these are the three different type of manufacturing procedure for the glass. Now I will show you some video. You try to correlate it with pressing and blowing. See this video. If anyone cannot see the video, please let me know. Are you people able to hear what the video is playing? The voice of the video? You cannot hear the voice? Or sorry, you cannot hear the audio? Okay. Okay, no, I paused right now. But if you cannot hear the audio, then I will tell you what it is saying actually. Okay. You see this. Okay. See. So these are the different type of pressed glass we can see over here on this in this video. Okay, so in this video what we are seeing that how these pressed glass are going to be made. Okay, you see here first. First it will be showing you what are the ingredients we are going to use, then it will be showing you what is the what is the procedure. Okay, this one is your soda ash. What I told you here is your for soda Na2O, we are using the soda ash. So this is the powder form of the soda ash we are taking here. Okay, so this one is your limestone. Okay, the powder form of the limestone, and this one is your sodium nitrate. Sodium nitrate, this one, silica sand, this one, and these are colors we are using. uh, these are the all those glasses which we are not using anymore. Those are those last ingredient what you saw. These are the colors, and these are the waste glass. They are melting this one in this furnace. Okay, so this one is your, here what you see here is a furnace which is burning at a higher temperature, 2900 degrees centigrade. At this temperature, the persons whoever is working on that one, they are melting this glass over there. Okay. Now, what they are doing, this they molten the glass materials, all those things what they molten in the melt in the furnace. They brought it to this die. Okay, this is a iron die or a metallic die they are using here, and they put it in here. After that, what they will do, they will use a punch to press this one. Now you see, this one which came down is a plunger which is pressing the hot glass against the metallic die. Now you see here this glass ball is kept over here because it is should be getting let it cool down first. Okay, so it is now also it is hot enough to get deformed. That's why so they are keeping it there for getting cool down. Okay, so these are your how pressed glass is made. Now you see, they if you want to change the shape of the glass again, then what they are doing, they are not melting it, they are not breaking it, then nothing they are doing. What they are doing, they just soften it by putting it in the furnace. Okay, they kept that ball into the furnace so that the ball is got softened, and now they are going to work on it again to get a different shape. Okay. Okay. Okay, so this is how a pressed glass is going to be made. So here exactly what you saw here, all the raw materials what they were having, they melt that one in the oven, so that they will get a glue like structure or thick flowy like structure, and that one they are going to put in a die and give the pressure. Even if die is not present, then in that case also they will be having some other arrangement so that they will be getting the shape of the glass. This is how your pressing form with pressing process the glass will be working. Okay. So what I am saying, is that clear to you? What I am saying, is that clear to you people? Hello, can you hear me? Okay, so what I told, that you heard it, right? So the in the process what they did, those things I have told you. Is that clear? Okay. So if anyone having doubt, they can put the message here. In this process, if you have any doubt, you can put the message here. Okay. Next, the next process is your blowing process. In blowing process, what they will be doing? So in pressing process, what I told you, they will be in pressing process. They will be melt the glass. They will then they will press it against the die. Press it against the die by various process. It may be manual process, or there will be machineries they can use for this one. Okay. So we can say that it pressing against the die, they are going to get the glass material. Okay. Pressing glass. Similarly, the next one is your blowing. In blowing, we will be getting like jars, bottles, or that bulbs we are using for higher that household. Okay, electric light bulbs. Those things, those which are having like this pot-like structure, no. All these things we will be getting by using this blowing process. Okay, what we will be doing in this one? Here also the same thing we will be doing. We will be melting this jar, this glass. Then we will be bringing with, and then we will be bringing that one with that rod. On the tip, that glass will be attached. Then we will be rotating it, and we will be adding whatever the other things which we want to add, designs we want to add in the glass bowl. Then what we will do? We will blow that one with our mouth or any kind of air pumping system. We will blow it to a pot like structure. Okay, so that is what is your blowing process. So we will see now how this blowing process is exactly going to work. Okay. You see this lady, whatever is the holding she is, and she is having in the hand, no, that is a hollow rod. Okay, at the tip of that hollow rod, the molten glass will be attached. Okay, so these rods what you saw, just if they will not be heat enough, then what will happen? That what happened? Okay, if that will be not hot enough, then what will happen now? Those glass will be going to be sticking to that rod, and that blowing process will not be able to be done. That's why we will be heating that one. Okay, now you see at the tip they are having this. At the tip you can see that they are having this molten glass over here. Okay, you can see here, this is the molten glass. Then they will be adding the colors. Okay, so you saw here they brought out this gold, this glass from the hot water, the hot furnace. Then they cool down the rod, and these are the granular colors they are adding to the glass, which will give a good look to that one. Okay, after that they are again heating it so that the color will be merged in the bowl, so that at the end when the end product will come, now it will be beautiful. Okay, now you see they heated. Now they are going to give a particular shape, so that they when they blow, no, that will making the exact shape what we want. You can see now it is that lady is blowing the air through her mouth, so that it is going to be get that ball like structure. Again they are heating little bit. Why? Because it will be going to be blown more easily into a bigger shape. Okay, now you see here they are using some kind of tools to get different shape in that one. Okay, it is not always necessary to do that one, because that is going that is depend upon the designer which type of design you want to give to the board. They are giving the shape. Okay, now see they cool it down. They cool it down. Now they will remove it. So here what they did is that they made this paperweight. Okay, you can see here. Okay, now you see this paperweight. How does it look like? They did use the color in this one. They did some work on this one. Still, they blow it so that they will be getting this particular shape. This is how your blowing process. As I told you, in this case, we are heating the material. Then we are going to change the shape by blowing the air into the molten glass by using some type of rod-like structure. Is that clear? Do you have any doubt in blowing of glass blowing process? Any doubt is there? Please raise your hand either if you have doubt. Okay. So the next one we will see over here is your glass drawing process. There is no video for glass drawing I got from internet, so I am not going to show you anything for regarding this glass blowing process. Okay, so I will tell you what we are exactly we are doing in your glass drawing process. Now let us consider we are having this type of particular, this is a cylindrical structure you got. Okay, So to get a wire from this one, what you will do, you will be going to put a tensile force on this one, right? So when we are putting this tensile force, this is going to change its shape from short and thick material to long and thin material. So again, if we put force here, what will happen? It is again going to reduce its diameter and is increasing its length. Similarly, at a point, what we will see that we are not getting any other thing rather than the thin diameter wires. Okay. So in our day-to-day life, we are not only using our glass for this windows and this doors, or for this bowls and cookingwares, but also we are using for some decorative works, right? So to get that decorative work, what they will do, as you see in those videos, they will be melting the glass first. They are getting this molten glass, then they will be going to use like some kind of tools they are going to use to get the to apply the tensile force from which they will get the desired shape. That is what is called as your glass drawing process. So in this particular glass drawing process, which type of thing we will be able to make? We will be able to make long tube-like structure, like we are using tube lights, right? In tube lights, whatever the glass tube we are using, that we are going to use by making this uh, glass drawing process. Okay, so there are two methods are there where we can apply the drawing we will be going to get this drawing process done. One is applying of the tensile force. Other than that, we will also be having a process where we are going to push the material through a small nozzle, so that the wire will be we will be getting the wire. Okay, that is another type of process for glass drawing process. And in this case, we will be getting in glass drawing process, we will be getting long objects like tubes, rods, fibers, like that. Okay, so there are three processes for glass making. I told you, one is your pressing. In pressing, we are heating soda lime, then soda ash and limestone, quartz material at a time in a powder form. We will melt it, then we will be getting this molten glass, and we are going to give the shape to this molten glass, this molten glass. Okay, that is what is your glass making processes. Okay, so in pressing we are applying compressive force, we are in blowing we are give the air blow, and in drawing process we are applying the tensile force, so that we will be getting different shapes of the glass in our day-to-day life. Okay, then after this, there are some other processes are also there which we are following for getting this ceramic products. Okay, so in forming a ceramic product, we generally follow two steps. Okay, in first step, what we will be getting, in first step we are going to get the powder form of the raw material. Okay, powder form of the raw material. So if I will be taking the powder form of the raw material, then what we are going to do, we want this powder form of the raw material, means we will be taking all the elements from raw materials, whatever available for us, we will be going to grind it or crush it to get this powder form. In the next process, what we will be going to do is that we are performing different type of process, for whose outcome will be your green ceramic. Okay, so if we are supposed to do a injection process, then after the injection process, what we are getting is a green ceramic. Similarly, other elements also, when they are going through this process of manufacturing, in case of your polymer, the end product will be your this green ceramic. Okay, this is what one thing we need to know. Now, what are as I told you, this powder form which we are getting is by process of your grinding, milling, crushing, all those things is the processes we are following to get this green ceramics. Okay. Now again, the manufacturing process of these green ceramics are divided into following type. The first one will be your tap casting. So what do you mean by tape casting? Tape means what, you understand? Tape means that is a cello tapes we are using in our day-to-day life, no, not the smaller ones, the bigger ones which we are using for packaging of the what we can say, whatever online shopping packages you receive, on that one that top is there, or the tape is there, or in case of your gift wrapping also sometime we are using that tape, like that. Okay, those tape by using polymer we are going to make it. Okay, so sorry, not polymer, ceramic. By using ceramic we are going to do this tape casting process. In this one what happens, we will be having a platform like structure. Okay, so here we will be having this, there will be this rollers will be there. On this roller there will be a conveyor belt will be moving. Okay, here there will be one machine will be there. Here we have this machine, and here we will have a container. Let me show you the diagram. One minute, let me show you. You see this one. Okay, in this one what you can see over here is, you see this one is the this one is the conveyor belt. Okay, this conveyor belt is rotating through these two wheels. Okay, you can see these two wheels, right? For here what happens, this is, there is this doctor's blade will be there, and there will be here will be the molten metals are there. Okay, then what it will happen, when this container is going to release little bit of the slurry, it is going to flow throughout this conveyor with very thin thickness by using this doctor's blade. And also after it is spread over the conveyor belt, this air blow is there, which is making sure that the glass material which is passing through it, it should be completely cooled down. Okay, that is what is this is how your process of tape casting occurs. So as you are using here the doctor blade, what happened, the thing of material what you are getting as the output is very very thin, just like your this tape. Okay, the cello tape which what we are using. That's why here we are calling this as a tape casting, where the doctor's blade present over here is making sure that the material which is spreading throughout this particular length will be having the smallest thickness. Okay, that is how is your tape casting is going to work. Give me 1 minute, I am coming back. Now you see here the next step, this there is this video I am playing for you people for tape casting. You see that one and relevant it what I told you right now. Okay, correlated with this thing what I told you right now. You see, this is the conveyor belt like structure over which the step casting will be going to be performed. So this is the container. In this container, we are going to pour the glass slurry. See, this is the glass slurry which is poured here. Now you see here outside, this is a thin sheet like structure is coming out, isn't it? So this is what is your tape casting. This is how it is occurring here. Okay. So this is how, this is what is the product you see over here is a tape casting glass material. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding this, you can ask now. Those who are having doubt, they can raise your hand. I will let them on unmute so that they can ask their doubts. No one is having any doubt? So then if it is done, then we will go for the next type of casting, that is your slip casting. Then we will be knowing about your slip casting. In this slip casting, what exactly we are doing? In this slip casting, we will be having this mold, which is having the mold cavity within it. Okay, I will show you that one. Just video. You as of now, you remember this is a mold cavity we are having. What we will be doing? We will be pouring the glass slurry on this one, and we will let some time to cool down at the edges of this container. Once it is cooled down, we are going to pour out all the extra material or extra glass material which is present inside it. Okay. So what happened here? Because of that, there is a very small thickness of material is going to solidify at the end of the corner or at the edge of the container, and the core material which were left behind, didn't got solidified. So we are going to take it out. So this is how your slip casting is occurring, because we are taking out extra molten metal here. That's why it is called as your molten material here. That's why it is called as your slip casting. Now you see this video to correlate this one with your studies. See here, in this one, this particular worker is having four containers or four mold cavities. He is going to try to make the articraft by using this mud clay. Okay, but we can use here the glass ceramic as well. Okay. Now you can see here, this is the mold she took. You see here what is done here. See that person here. You see, this is the mold cavity. In this mold cavity, she is pouring the molten metal. Okay, this is the ceramic slurry she is using. She is pouring the molten metal into the mold cavities. Now, after some time, the edges will already solidify, but the center portion is not solidified. So, she is taking out those extra non-solidified ceramic materials, ceramic liquids. Okay, from every type of your container. Okay, after some time what happened, they are removing that one, and what they receive is this type of different structures. Those are hollow by nature. That is what is your ceramic. This is what is your slip casting process. Okay, is there any doubt in this process? If you are having any doubt, you can just raise your hand. Okay, so this is where we will be ending our class today. From next class we will be learning, in the next class we will be learning about your next process of your manufacturing of ceramic. Okay, so next week onwards what we will be doing is